Hey, everybody, and welcome to Shout Out Sunday, or an unboxing, or maybe a little bit of both. There is a package that has arrived at the library that I'm about to open, but as you can see, for once, I'm not alone when I'm doing this. So, the person who is waving to you is April, and April is the reason this wonderful little package has arrived. And since she wanted to see me open it, and I've been dying to open this thing, here we go. You know, when they send them from Europe, they do make sure that they're well packaged, which is a good thing because it guarantees no damage. Now, by way of explanation, most of you know that I am an eBay junkie. And every once in a while, something comes up on eBay that I want desperately, very well packed, that I have the choice to hawk the mortgage for or just drool over and not buy. Well, since Women of Drummer, April has decided that she is going to be joining our Young Scholars program and our research program, and she saw grandmom drooling over a book. And as I was rather reluctantly pulling away because I couldn't afford it, my white lady in waiting, they call them white knights, but in this case, she's my lady in waiting, came in and said, I'll get it for you. Now, yeah. So first things first, let me turn this around and see that you can see it. This is what is called a soft wrap. Now, in Europe, this was printed in Paris, as you can see from the front, and I want to see if there's a date in here. A soft wrap was kind of, sort of, somebody's got an ex libris in here, was kind of, sort of, the pre-equivalent of a paperback. Now, if you were a person of means and you decided that you wanted this book for your library, this is the way the book would arrive to you from the publisher. You would then take this to the person who bound all the books for your library. Because remember, if you think about all of those wonderful Dickinsonian novels and they're sitting in the library and all of the books are bound in the same colored leather, don't you know? Which is a nice way of saying you had an awful lot of money. And then your binder would bind this in the colors of your library. Now, la flagellation, the flogging or the flogger, maison de tolerance, maison I believe is house. Tolerance kind of speaks for itself. So you're getting flogged in the house of tolerance, which I just love. But this is one of the many flogging novels that were popular in the late 1800s. They're getting harder and harder to find because they were never published in large runs anyway. The library has quite a few. Now, no, we are not going to have them bound in the color of the library. We preserve them as they are so that young scholars can see them and hold them and understand actually what a soft wrap is. Now, for a little more explanation, thinking of an average book with a title page, when you get this back from your binder, this would be your title page. And the words basically would become the spine of the book. And this is an amazing condition. When I saw this on eBay, the publication date was 1903. So I'm holding a piece that, no matter how old I feel, is actually a whole lot older than I am. It is written in French, and we have any one of a number of our scholars who read and speak fluent French, which means I get to listen to someone reading to me. The paper is gorgeous. It's a rag bond, and you can feel the fabric that's in the paper. So many of our current pieces are made of wood pulp or other natural pulps, but the old books were made a lot out of fabric, which also means that they last an awful lot longer than our modern publications. I am truly amazed at the condition this book is in. And it is definitely one more piece to go into the library to be saved for our next generation. But now I get to put April on the spot because I can, and she's here with me. Other than my drooling down my shirt and acting stupid, what made you buy this?
So I was there visiting the library, and you and I were working through some stuff in your office. And I just started looking through eBay, spend a little time. And I saw it, and then I sent it to you. And you looked, and the look on your face, because you said, we don't have this in the library. And as soon as you said that, I made up my mind that it had to be in the library. And then you kind of looked at me, and I was like, do you want it? And you're like, yeah. So that's kind of how it went down. No, it was just, I knew that it was a good copy, and the fact that the library didn't have it yet was kind of my impetus for making sure it got there.
Part of the joy, as many of you have seen, of the Rare Book Room is being able to preserve not just the more current, and when I say modern, I'm talking anything from about 1945 to present day on, but also preserving the things that our grandparents, great-grandparents, and occasionally great-great-grandparents were reading. One, because they are so rare and they need to be saved. But another is to show that we have a long and proud history. What we do, or as some would say, what it is that we do, isn't new. It isn't last century or even the century before that. We go back beyond the work of de Sade in the 1700s, back to the flagellation worshippers of Greece and even Egypt. So our history is long and pretty awesome. And it's pieces like this that I get to show and say, so April found it and then bought it for the library because she was in the library. How many of you want to come and put your hands on this book? And so I dare say, in my usual sign off, until I can see you in person. Bye.